New Pokemon Presents means new DLC trailer ready to receive a deep dive in order for us to find every secret and possible secret they might have hidden in it. Every nook and cranny will be explored, but it's still possible I miss a thing or two, so please let me know if I do miss something in the comments down below. Now hey, I'm Not So Ace Trainer, and what about the new trailer? Let's get into it. The trailer begins with our first look at Ogerpon's back as it looks down from the Oni mountain at the shrine and festival area of Kitagami. We then get more footage of that festival area, and right after we get the confirmation of Phantom and Trevenant returning in the DLC. Cramorant is the next one being confirmed, followed by Clefairy and its line, who were into that in the previous trailer. They will also be the first Pokemon to star in the new Mass Outbreak event. This area with the Yanma and Corphish are the rice paddies that are right next to Mosui Town, with the bus stop we'll likely arrive at right there in the distance. We also have the confirmation of the Poliwag line that seemed to be somewhat common in the area. This scene also shows us the first look at the character that gets revealed to us during the overview. This character is Perrin, and she is 100% related to Adamant from the Diamond Clan in Pokemon Legends Arceus. She is here to photograph a specific Pokemon that isn't revealed but that lives in a new area called the Timeless Woods. New mythical Pokemon maybe? Or old mythical Pokemon, we do have a time-related one. Interestingly enough though, she has a bit of a black and white thing going on with her, maybe hinting at some Gen 5 connection. But that is just speculation for now, so let's carry on. In the Timeless Woods, we'll take pictures of Pokemon and we'll also have Terra raids, as we can see from the minimap, meaning that those are not exclusive to Paldea and also meaning that these two places are very close. Here we have our first look at Diplin, Applin's new evolution. This Pokemon is based on the Candy Apple and is a grass/dragon type Pokemon. It has a new grass type move called Syrup Bomb that reduces the target speed for 3 turns, and the new ability Super Sweet Syrup that lowers the evasiveness of opposing Pokemon when it enters the battle. On a side note, the website mentions that the head sticking out belongs to one creature while the tail belongs to another, so it is likely that we might have an interesting evolution mechanic going on here. We then meet Carmine and Kieran again, with Kieran being very interested in us. After that, we get a shot of Ekans in the apple orchards, confirming the return of its evolution line. The next shot shows us our first look at Furret in the DLC, although Sentret had already been confirmed in the previous trailer. The following shots show us becoming close with Kieran, with him clearly enjoying becoming our friend. This signboard right here is likely one of the signboards that tell the story of the Loyal 3 and Ogre, and that we'll have to find in Kitakami according to the website. Then we see Kieran slowly becoming jealous of us spending time with his sister. This is foreshadowing something for sure regarding Kieran. We then get a few shots of the festival and the Loyal 3, which are followed by a battle between us and Kieran, who has the new Pokemon Diplin, while we are using Swinub, confirming the return of its evolution line. After Kieran loses though, we see a little bit more foreshadowing with the clenching of the fists, the tension building with the music, and the classic shot of the character sneakingly looking back. Interestingly enough though, we are shown a battle against Ogerpon right after we see this. This is giving me some Shuten Doji vibes, which is a tale that in some iterations is about a boy that becomes an Oni when he sleeps, which might be the reason we only see Ogerpon at night, but expect a video on that soon. We are then treated to our first look at the terrestrial form, with Ogerpon truly having a fearsome mask now. This is followed by a look at the Loyal 3 hinting at their types, with them likely being Fairy type and Poison for Fezandipiti, Psychic and Poison for Monkidori, and Fighting and Poison for Okidogi. We also get our first look at Quagsire after this, as regular Whoopie Boy is returning. The place we are in appears to be in the Oni Mountain, the same place Ogerpon looks down on us from, just like the following one. It seems like there are multiple paths to getting there. Then, Kieran bites an apple, Ogerpon's terrestrial form appears, and the mask comes out, hinting at maybe the mask being where the true power lies. This is the end of the teal mask section of the trailer, but the overview showed us some extra stuff that I couldn't tie in with the main trailer. Here we have the reveal of a new character named Briar. She will be the one handling our trip to Kitakami. Looking at her, we get a lot of information. She has the terrestrial earrings, which makes sense since they mention she is very interested in the phenomenon in the website. She is also wearing a violet jacket and scarlet pants, and her violet jacket has all the symbols from the main game's box art. That's not all though. Briar's name comes from the briar root, which is the wood of the tree Heath. Also, if you look closer, they do resemble each other. I wouldn't be surprised if Briar and Heath are related, and you can expect a video on that soon as well. She will be very important. She could also be the one that tells Cyrano of our adventures, since she is a teacher at the Blueberry Academy. The next shot shows us arriving at the bus stop, further implying a proximity between Paldea and Kitakami. Further in the overview, we also get the confirmation of the Timber line, and we get a shot that shows Ogerpon with a weapon and actually defeating the Loyal 3. We also have a new minigame that can be played solo or with 3 other players called Ogre Austin, where we'll be popping balloons like we did in Pokemon Legends Arceus in order to make mochi that can be used to EV train our Pokemon. This part also confirms Seedot's evolution line and a bit after the Duskull line, which would be shown in the main trailer as well. It's interesting to note how we have 3 different colors of balloons for Ogre Austin, which could hint at a triple typing Tera for Ogerpon, but most likely they simply have different attributes. We are then taken to the Blueberry Academy where we start off meeting Wingull, confirming the return of its evolution line. This is followed by Magmar's line being confirmed as well. In the terrarium, we see students likely learning about Pokemon types, which is a theme in the Blueberry Academy. This is seen again after we get our first glimpse at Beldum and see a type effectiveness chart on the board. Then we have a shot of the club room with some special Pokemon food on the left side, likely the same that Nemona had in a room. The next shot has some new information like the return of the Horsey line and the Rhyhorn line, as well as a strategy guide on how to truly catch an Alolan Executor. Here we get our first look at Drayton, which I believe we can all say is Drayton's relative, maybe his grandson. His Japanese name is Kakitsubata, meaning Japanese Iris, yet another connection to Drayton, Iris, and Unova. We then see Carmine's room as well in the Blueberry Academy, which is pretty simple. And we are then taken to the club room customization, which will be done by donating BP or Blueberry points and in return receiving thank you gifts. You can also eventually get special guests here, like the gym leaders from Paldea that you can rebattle. We'll also be able to change our Pokeball throwing style as well. We then go into the terrarium and get the confirmation of Inkay's evolution line, Judo's evolution line, as well as Cantonian Taurus. Another Alolan form is seen together with Lapras, this time Alolan Sandshrew confirming its evolution line, with Skarmory and Children's evolution line being confirmed right after. This is followed by a shot of Mandibuzz confirming Vullaby's evolution line as well. We then see a very interesting thing. Koraidon and Miraidon can actually fly temporarily in the Blueberry Academy, something that is hinted will be an actual ability of this Pokemon. In the Blueberry Academy, it will be part of the BB League trial set by Amaris, where Koraidon/Miraidon will eat something and gain that power, maybe a new Herba Mystica or an artificial one. Cranido's evolution line is confirmed right after when we are facing a trainer in double battle, with us confirming the Axio line as well. This is our first look at the BB League symbol, with us being introduced to the BB League Elite 4 right after. We knew about Lacey and we just met Drayton, but now we have Crispin and his Mark Mortar and the Maris joining them. Drayton has another surprise for us though, with Archaludon, Duraludon's new evolution, which is Steel and Dragon type and has the new move Electro Shot, which is a 2-turn move that first raises its special attack and then deals damage. If it is raining though, it doesn't need to be charged. This Pokemon could be based on a combination of the Guadiana International Bridge that connects Portugal to Spain and the 25 de Abril Bridge, an important bridge in Portugal. Each of these 4 trainers will be occupying one of the 4 biomes of the terrarium: the subtropical savanna biome, the lush coastal biome that also confirms the Pikipek line, the canyon biome, and polar biome, though we only know of Amaris occupying the canyon biome, with the Pokemon around here making it seem like she will be a steel-type trainer. Now, it is very likely that this trainer right here is the champion of the Pokemon League. If I had to put my money on something, I would put my money on Kieran, since it looks a lot like him, but free from some kind of power that was holding him back or something. But who knows really? Then we get some quick shots revealing Ogerpon's Vines, Raging Bolt, a new Paradox Pokemon based on Raikou and a Brontosaurus, which means Thunder Lizard, as well as Iron Crown, another new Paradox Pokemon based on Cobalion, and robots I guess. Both seem to be in Area 0 and not in the Blueberry Academy. We also see this character from behind, which kinda looks like Giacomo, but likely won't be him since we wouldn't need all that mystery for a character we know. We get Kieran's creepy smile and a confirmation of the Tyrogue line, Oddish's line, Litwick's line, Genmo line, and also the confirmation that Terapagos is both the baby turtle as well as the big turtle, with the latter being its terrestrial form. Later in the trailer we see the Alolan Geodude line as well, being confirmed, further adding to the list of Alolan forms in the Indigo disc. The overview in the trailer end with the confirmation that we are indeed returning to the Great Crater of Paldea after a slideshow of Heath, Scarlet and Violet books, but not before confirming to us that we'll also be able to play together in the terrarium by showing us the 2 characters together in the center area. And that is all I have for you today. It is very likely that I missed something because there was a lot of information in this thing, so please let me know if I did in the comments down below. And also, before I go, let me thank my Twitch viewer Jupanita for claiming the shoutout for this video. Thank you so much for all of your support. And now, like the video if you like it, dislike if you don't, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content, and also ring the bell so you know when the next video is out. You can follow me on social media and Twitch. I stream there Wednesday to Sunday, not Saturday, or Gen or Discord. All the links are in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.